And they'll go on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
No. Check, Patriot.
On 3rd down. That's Barnes. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
No. Check, Patriot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Jones now on 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. He got 29 yards that time. Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Detroit!
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. And on the ground they go with a running back. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
On 3rd down, that's Barnes. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the 1st. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 on the 1st down play.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Now they'll run it on the toss. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
Detroit!
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Leopard! Leopard! Black 99 Philly, here we go! No, check, Patriot! Patriot!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Alert 86! Alert 86!
They have the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
4 down. Detroit! No, check, Patriot! Hey, watch it. Check 99. All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit! Hot!
Throwing, Jones. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. He may try and run for this. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room at the 30. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Right back to him on first down. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard! Gone!
Jones operating from the gun. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Detroit! Detroit!
He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Yeah, baby!
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Patriots have it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now Jones. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lynch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
Gun, gun!
Here's Jones on 1st down. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Hot!
Jones now. From the gun, he'll throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. He'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
And they'll run it here. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And taking a gander at the NFL scoreboard in Minneapolis. Early lead in that one for the Packers. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
On 1st and 10, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fisher. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Leopard! 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 Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Jones. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Now a handoff looking right. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And that will extend their lead even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the 2nd half now. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
No. Check. Patriot. Patriot. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones. He's going to fire one deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
Detroit!
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Fights free at the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to him right up the gut. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the one.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, two-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? They come out here in the eye. On 3rd down, it's Barnes. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jones going to throw again. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now Jones off the play fake. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And here now come the Falcons. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And as runners, you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Watch it now, Barney. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
He's going to get it running right. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field.
Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Set, 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Hamilton. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
And they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit, Detroit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19.
He's back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Jones throwing to start the drive. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Now Jones on first down, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Falcons going to use another timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. The 20. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the